Wendy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here today to just kind of give you a little bit of a preview on what I'm going to be starting next journal-wise. So it's been a while since I just made like a new journal that wasn't for anything specific, and I'm excited to just jump into something new. So some time ago I got this book, this standard textbook of cosmetology, from a lady through Facebook. So she actually this was her textbook. She was a cosmetologist and a hairdresser, and she wanted to kind of give this to someone who, like, you know, it would go to a good home, basically, right? So I was pretty happy to receive it, and I told her essentially what my plan for it was. So it's a pretty cool book. It is from 1938 to 1958. This is the 1958 printing, and I'm so like excited to jump into this. So it does have some nice little like illustrations about, you know, hair and cosmetics, and so I will definitely be using a lot of bits of this, some pages and some illustrations for sure. I love that there's like things that are circled in here, and look at this. This is a receipt. Please pay cashier. Canadian Beauty Aids. That's so amazing. So that'll go into the ephemera for this book for sure. I'll show you what I've been putting together for this. So I'm thinking sort of like pink and teal and vintage kind of feel for this. So if you remember, or if you were watching my Tuesday 10 last week, I made these little tabs that had these 1960s like yearbook pictures on them of these sweet peas. So I kind of have this like idea about this journal, like if I could insert like that song from Grease, like Beauty School Dropout, you know, that song. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going with this, like kind of like a heartthrob, like a high school heartthrob sort of journal, like that kind of thing. Like I don't know how it will all end up playing out, like how, you know, what kind of age this journal will have, like what will the age of the person whose story this be. But I do have some of these papers. I've been dyeing pink and teal papers because I want to get some good papers for this. This one I really love. It's got some nice grid marks on it, if you can see those. So I'm going to use some pink and teal. I'm not sure if I'll use as much teal as pink, just a little bit, I think. So that will be some of the papers, and I'll be putting some of these papers up in my shop as well, because I did a lot of dyeing. So you can look out for those. And I'm going to be using yearbook images. Here are some scrapbook papers that I got that are like, you know, they're kind of like vintagey looking and school related. So I'm going to use those. And then this is some stuff that I got in Happy Mail that I just really wanted to include. So this beautiful like tea-dyed lace paper. This I just love the colors of. I think it would be really nice. This amazing embossed envelope, that's going to go in. And then this wallpaper is so perfect for like this era. I feel like this girl would come from home from school into her parents' kitchen, you know, to get a drink, and this would be the wallpaper. It's just this idea in my head. So this will be the journal cover, the book. I have these books that I'm planning to make a part of what I make ephemera out of. So this one is a 1967 yearbook from Tricolor 67 from Queen's University. So that's in Kingston, Ontario, and it's got a lot of black and white pictures, and I just think it will make really great ephemera. I have about 1 million ideas to make ephemera right now for this book. I'm also making use of this 1970s one because, you know, in the 70s, like I think people just went wild in the 70s. So like you can find a lot of really great photographs of how, like, I mean, how crazy they were, how cute they were. Just a lot of like, sort of like, I love this contemplative issue of these two women talking in front of, you know, the university, and like there's just a lot of cool photos, and like you get a bit of hippies, like, you know, even like this like sports coach, he's got like a real kind of like 70s look about him. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to just like dive into the lives of these people a little bit, and decide on the personality that we can give to this journal. Then the other thing I have, and this is such a treasure, when I got this at the thrift store, there are actually two of them, and I only picked up one, and I'm so like sad that I didn't get them both because they're amazing. But you know what, that means somebody else got one too, and that's a good thing. Also, let's not talk about my book stack. This is like from what year is this? Let me see if there is a year in it. I'm going to guess like late 70s. I can't find it, but it's a hairstyle book. So it's the kind of book like when you go into the salon, you could say, you know, I want my hair to look like this. I want this cut. So yeah, this has me really excited. The images in here are just amazing. And of course, you know, it goes right along with the whole cosmetology theme. So I think I'll mainly be making use of this because this, I think, like speaks to like beauty school dropout kind of concept, and that's what I think I'm going to be calling this book. And then high school, like that'll be high school going into college, like that'll be the other kind of theme in this book. So boys and, you know, girls, whatever. So that's where I'm going with this. Setting my books aside. So now we can take a look at the book itself. So it's got a bit of wear to it, clearly, but there's nothing glaringly a problem with it. It doesn't have any like major damage or anything. So I'm pretty happy to just go right ahead and use it. Now it really wants out of its spine. I don't think it's going to be difficult to get out at all. So let me just grab my razor knife here. And I think, yeah, I'll probably just run my blade right down here. Go. And then the other side here. There we go. Perfect. So now I think I can just tear away this excess here, and this. Let's see if I can get some of this. Yeah, I can. I like to save this book cloth. It's really great for like little scraplet kind of bits for collage. I'll put those in my dish back here. Okay. All right, there's our book. So I'll just set that over here for now, and then we'll take a look here at this and see how it is stitched together. So I'm going to actually just remove this. I'm going to keep these bits too. Some of these bits are really great for collage. Super grungy. All right, I think we mostly got all this off. Sorry, I'm just dusting it off. So now you can see all of the individual signatures here. So we can separate the signatures. And I don't know if they are glued and stitched. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Yeah. There's one thread. It's just a cotton thread binding. There we go. That's the second signature here. Need that. Beaten. Okay, so that's an important front page I will definitely be using. Yeah, because it's got the copyright date, it's got the foreword. I'll definitely be using that in the book. I'm just going to set that over to the side. Then also the contents page is kind of cool too. Will you be a success or failure? That would be a really cool bit of ephemera, I think. So as much as I like this page, it talks about bacterial infections on the other side, so I don't think I will use that. I think I will instead maybe use this, but also it has bacteria, so I think that will all become ephemera. Going to kind of go through here. A well-groomed beautician. This is so funny. Like, they talk basically about like how you need to look as a beautician. Clean and brush the teeth regularly. Use mouthwash to sweeten the breath. Keep the hair clean, lustrous, and in place, and have an attractive and practical hairstyle at all times. Wear a uniform that is spotlessly clean, neat, and properly fitted. Keep slip out of sight and wear fresh underclothes. Use the correct cosmetics to match your skin tones. Have a fresh, flawless complexion, sparkling eyes, well-shaped eyebrows and lips. Keep your hands clean and smooth and your nails well manicured. Avoid gaudy jewelry. A wristwatch is permissible. Wear low-heeled shoes that are well-fitted and sensibly styled. Keep the shoes shined and the heels straight. Use leg makeup properly or wear clean hose. Watch out for stocking runs, wrinkles, and crooked seams. Men operators. Proper grooming is also important to men operators. Give careful attention to cleanliness of uniform skin, hair, hands, and teeth, and to the daily shower or bath. She's made a note here: to protect public health, any person suffering from an infectious or contagious disease in any communicable form must not be allowed to work in a beauty shop or give treatments to patrons. So that's kind of timely for our times right now. Oh, I like this. This is about good posture. Negative characteristics. Okay. Interesting. I think that would be a good signature. Your personality chart. Hygiene. Oh, this book is so cool. It's so funny. The standards that people used to have to live to, right? It's amazing. And I don't mean cleanliness. I mean like just the rules about how you need to look. This is all anatomical. I don't think I'll use the anatomical stuff necessarily. For the theme of this book, it's not really what I'm looking for. So now I'm just trying to get into the next signature here. These threads are so tiny that they're a little hard to get a hold of to cut. And the glue is pretty effective in these old bindings. I might just try to peel like a farther one here. There we go. It's just a little fiddly with the glue. Okay. These are still kind of anatomical. This is all kind of health related, like electricity, like how to manage the electricity in the store or in the beauty shop. So let's grab that signature. It's getting a little easier now because we've already cut these cotton strings, so it's really just the glue hanging on at this point. Okay, so now we're getting into like the interesting stuff. Let's try to pull some of these signature threads out now that we've cut them several times. Okay. Whoops. All right. I like this eyebrows one, but it's got a really weak connection in this page because it's the front of the signature. There's the lips. That's kind of cool. And this one's about redheads. Let's see. I like this page because it's about redheads. Okay. Again, I think the other side's about like nail problems, so I'm not going to go with that page. Okay, but we can do ephemera with that for sure. Now, what is the other side of this lip page? Special problems. Nail disorders. No. Oh, that's cool. Manicuring implements. What's on the other side of this one? Manicuring. Yeah, that's not like offensive in any way. Okay, we'll use that one. Did I set any over here that I was planning to use? Yes, this one, this one. Yeah, these were going to be for ephemera. So ephemera pages, and I have another page that I want to use back there. Actually, I should grab it so I know how many I have. 1, 2, 3. So we still need a few more. Shapes of nails. And setting the manicure table. That could be a good one. Okay. Grab our next signature here. This book is bound really weird. It's like, you've got a whole signature, but then it's like they've threaded some of the pages to go back to the previous signature. So like this one wraps around. It's interesting. I think because they glued them almost like fly pages. It's kind of cool. Okay, so now we're into leg treatment, shampoos and rinses. I like this. Set that there. Procedure for an egg shampoo. Wow. Manipulation of the hands. I like this image. Let's see if it's, yeah, this is attached to the weird fly page style one. So I think I'll just maybe pull this page out, because I think, yeah, I think it's, actually no, maybe it's not. It's connected to this page. I think. I may have just, no, it is. Okay. So yeah, that could be cool. We won't put a lot of feet stuff in here. I don't think anyone wants to see a lot of feet. Okay. Hair coloring. The index pages are kind of cool. Oh, and this is like their exam. And the exam answers are at the back, like the pre-test. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, so here's the answers to the exam. I kind of like that. That's really cool. Let's see if we can take out this last signature. So this is still index, which could be really fun in this book, actually just clipping little definitions. These are some strong little cotton threads. Whew. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get these out. Where are they? In here. Okay, there's the center, the signature. So this is some of the examination questions. Cool. But what we want is the answers, which is thankfully one signature. Yay! Or one connected page, I think. Oh, no, two. That's okay. Pull those out. Oh, those are awesome. Yeah. So maybe instead of using this one, I'll use these two because they've got questions and answers on them. So those are definitely going in the book. Glossary pages. Is there anything else in here that we really need? This is more of the quiz. Things to consider when going into business. Oh, here's another little bonus. Yay! Well, these could be kind of cool. Some like hairstyle kind of. Oh yeah, I like this. The types of profiles and the French braids. So let's just get to the right signature here. And then we can just pull the book apart here. We don't need that side. Sorry for that terrible sound. I just like to scrape some of the old glue off so it's not like shooting everywhere when I pull the signatures apart. Okay. All right, find the center. These might be some of my favorite pages, I think. This is what really attracts me to this book, are these like illustrations of the hairstyling, the comb out, the oval facial type artistry and hairstyling. Yeah, those definitely, put them over here. Okay, I think one more, and that should be good. Actually, I'm going to use this one too. This is pretty cool. It's like paste here the latest hairstyles. So this is like a worksheet basically. Oh, this book is so cool. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot more stuff in here that I could use for sure. I love the illustrations in this book. It's on this page. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's one right here that I really like. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, these are so great. Okay, we're going to need to pull those out too. Oops. Okay. Where was that really cool page right here? So yeah, I love this one too with the sectioning of the hair. And this one, I just love these illustrations. Okay. So now we'll just take the rest of the book and gather it up here. And then this will be pages mostly that go into the journal, I think. And then this will be ephemera stuff. And probably more stuff may come out of here. We'll see. The truth of the matter is I think I have so much stuff I can use that like I will have more than enough. So I'm just going to sort out these pages and get the glue side all the same direction here. Again. And then just put this in here while I'm working on things. It just kind of keeps it nice and the cover like shapely. Okay. So, and now I think I'm going to be putting 5, I think, signatures. Let me see. This spine, it's probably like 1.5 inches. So I'm thinking 5 signatures. I mean, I could do more, but I think 5 is what I want to do. Or maybe 7. I'm going to go 5. Yeah, 5. So I'm just going to split these up into 5 piles so that they will go throughout the journal. Maybe put this one over here. Yeah. 2 and 3. So these will be 1, 1, 2. So it'll be 3 of these. And this one is the weird front fly page, so I might need to do something a little different with that one. 1. 2, 3, and I may come back to this and find that it's just too many of these pages, but I just want to get them all in there, and then I might have to like pick some favorites later. I always kind of go through the painful process of like, not everything can fit in this journal unless you want it to be like a gigantic journal and have to redo the spine, which I don't want to do. I want to retain the spine of this book because it's cool. 1, 2. Oh, these are a little uneven. I think I put too many in here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'll put this one over here. 3. 3. 3. This will have 3, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there is those. Now I need to decide what the measurement of this journal will be and the size of the papers, what size they can be. So let's just take our measurements here. So this book is about a 5 and not quite 5 1/4. So I think the pages, I'm gonna say like shy of 5, maybe 4 3/4 wide, and I'm gonna say it's just a little over 8, so I'm gonna say by 8. Okay. So let's just set the book aside. Let's set these aside. I'll start getting the papers that I already have ready that I want to use in the journal. Start maybe folding them and divvying them up. I don't know if you can see this, but it's so cool. Like, it's pink, but there's like bits of teal in behind. It dyed really beautifully. And then I wanted to double check. I'm not sure the blue in the teal papers goes with this as well. I think I'm going to stick to the primarily pink paper for this book. It just, I don't know, they just work better in my opinion. And I have more. I will use the ones that are really beautifully marbled though. Like these ones are really marbled beautifully. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one of these pages for each of those. And then I definitely want to use this one. And I think what I will do is like make it like a flip kind of page. So we can go, how wide? I should trim some of these pages down maybe to the dimensions. Let me grab my guillotine. My desk is very crowded today, in case you couldn't tell. So I think I'll start with these ones and trimming them down a little bit, because even the pages in the book are a bit wide once you put in a spine. Because it will push like a little further out. Okay. always read together, thankfully, because they're nice, thinner pages. Set them over here so that they're out of my way. Yeah, that one I'm gonna trim it on its own. But I think it's going to be probably attached to something else, because it's a fly page and I don't like how they sit in a journal. You have to like attach them to something else. See, they have this little extra bit at the back here that will push out. It won't sit flat against the other pages. It's got more of like a pushed in crease. Okay, so that's those. And then this, how do we want to trim this one? Probably we'll trim a little off of this edge just because it's a little ratty on this edge. And then, I know this one's going to be a little bit of a shorter page, but I really want to include it. You know what? Hold on a minute. I just had a thought. Maybe I'll use this as the inside end papers. Yeah, because it would be really nice with this blue for sure. Let's do that. So I'll just set that completely aside. Now this is an envelope. I want to fold it and put it in one of the signatures, I think. How will that work? Yeah, so it's going to have to fold a little long this way, but how long is this? It's exactly where I need it to be. Beauty. Okay, so just give it a gentle press here. I don't want to hurt the embossing in any way. So that will be really cute, and it will be able to flip up. I will cut there so that it can go in a signature. So maybe we'll make it a part of this one. And then this one doesn't need to be cut at all, and we'll make it a part of this one. And it needs to go this way because there's a postmark in there. And this page is a little wide, so we'll trim it down. I think it's probably good lengthwise. A little bit. There we go. And that becomes a part of this signature. Now, this, I've got to be a bit careful here. Where do we want to have the fold? I mean, first of all, let's just cut this down to the 8 that I need it to be. All of these need to move over. Okay. Let's get the book out of here because it's taking up too much room. Okay. Then, let me find my ruler here. .75. It's about there. Okay. And this will be a part of this signature. set this aside as scrap that I might use somewhere else in the book. Okay, they've all got something interesting going on now. Okay. Alright, so that's the 4.5. Now, I'm just trying to decide if I want to maybe fold this in and have this be like a tuck spot. I think I do. Just because this is a really cool paper. Okay. Now let's cut off the end that isn't as important here. 8. And we'll save that for something else. So then this would fold inside here and be like a tuck spot automatically. And then this will be our other page with the name and date. And if we're lucky, we're exactly where we need to be. Good. So I'll put this one on, I think, this one. Yeah. Oh, this is the one with the fly page. Yeah, okay, that's okay. I'm like, why is this sticking out all funny? All right, so now we have one of these pages for each signature. I'll probably put a few more, but I'll start with one. This is kind of the less exciting part of journal making, but it's all part of it, right? So let's take a look at this. How long did I make it for? Yeah, it's okay. All right, because what I want to do is I'm going to make this one like a flip out type page. Because I really love how the grid turned out on that. So yeah, that is fun. And then I might just trim a little off here so there's no threat of that getting stuck in the signature binding when I go to bind it. And then we'll check the, yeah, we need to trim a little off the edge. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, let's get the chopper out of here for a little bit anyways. And then sort our scraps up here. So I want to keep this beautiful bit, maybe this bit, that bit, and the rest of these little strips I'm just going to get rid of. I'm not hoarding little scraps of paper these days. I just don't need to, because that's how like you end up with too much stuff, to be blatant. And I'm all about getting rid of stuff that I don't need. Okay, so let's put these signatures in some kind of an order. So I think the first thing I need to work on is this. This will be the cover page kind of this book. So I definitely want to like get working on it right now and have it be normal instead of a fly page. So this can go here. 3, 4, 5. Okay. And so I'll just set this up here because this will be project 1 once I get the papers in here. Put one of those in there. I'm definitely going to be adding more of those dyed papers. I think that'll be the primary paper color in this book. This pink kind of color. I like it. This one, I think I want to put her on the front, then a pink paper, then this, and this, and then this. And this one, I will add this here, up there. I'm going to put the flippy page in here, this one, this one, and this one. Just do this for now. Now clearly we are still going to need a lot of pages in here, so I have to cut a bunch more paper, but I just want to get started. I think the last thing I'll do in this video is this for our first page. So I have some options. I mean, I could put it on here, but I don't really want to waste that page that way. So, I like this, and I like the idea of having this on this crinkly paper. Now, the only thing, you know what? I don't think I can do it that way because I don't want to lose either side of this. I want this whole thing. So what that means is I need to instead trim the edge and stick it together. But I am going to use this paper in here. So let's cut some of it. And check the width here of this paper. So it is roughly 12, 13, 14, by, yeah, okay. Crinkle, crinkle. If you're wondering, this is parchment paper. It is my dye paper that I use when I'm dyeing paper, that I lay all my pages on. And what we end up with is this yummy extra paper. So you kind of get this bonus paper. Okay, let's just even this up again. And a little trimmy on the bottom. Okay, so I think we'll put one of those in here. That's good. I think we can do a second one as well. Maybe this is from a hairstyling dye experiment, right? Or a hair dye experiment. There we go. And then we'll add one to this signature, I think. Actually, no, this one. This one. In here. Okay. So get back to what oh yeah, I have to trim this. What was I doing again? Oh, all right. Right about here. Oh, that's too short. Okay, we got to go in a little. There. Clean those edges up. Then a washi tape. And I think I'll go to my kind of signature washi tape that I always use. It's kind of part of my whole aesthetic. One of my signature kind of things, and it's this washi tape. Okay, let's get these little scraplets out of here. Use a little bit of a gap. And I will run glue on my washi tape. Just going to run it over my glue, even though this is actually quite sticky. This washi tape, I've never had problems with it lifting up, but I want to be sure because this is, you know, nice paper. Okay. Side one. Okay, side two. Okay. And we just need to make a little fold. And that is the first page of our journal. And I'm leaving M. Beaton here. She was the original owner of the book, and I just think that's very sweet and very special. So there we go. Okay, so that I think is all I can do today, but you know, we've gotten a nice start on our journal, and I will be back. I'll probably do a few videos with this book because I'm really feeling, I really want to get working on it. I can't wait to make ephemera for it. I think I will pick out the rest of the pages that I'm going to put in here and get those in, and then we will see where I am with this. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you are looking for my information, you can find it down below in the description box. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. So have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging out with me and the Beauty School Dropout. So bye for now.